So we have 15 lessons, and each one is going to have a different instructor every week that comes and presents the lesson. We'll have our homework, our study guide, our reading that material that goes along with the lesson as well. And so you'll do that in conjunction with hearing the different speakers, which is really a gift because not only do you get to have such amazing reading material by some excellent scholars, but you also get to have these teachers come and share, and a lot of them are involved in ministry to some extent, or they might be in the workforce. They have some sort of experience with that particular lesson to be able to share that and really expound that lesson in a way that makes it more tangible and applicable for us.
This whole idea about a different instructor coming in every week, the name of the class is called Perspectives. And like we said, the reason it's called Perspectives is because of these 4 overall perspectives on the world Christian movement that the class is built around. But there's kind of this sub narrative, part of the class as well, with this whole idea of having these different voices in every week, with this breadth of ministry experience and coming in representing different organizations and different passions. You really do get the perspectives of these instructors as well, that just really, I just want to underline that, of how much of an enriching part of the class that is.
So every week we'll come together, we'll have our class time, and that will include the learning activities, the lecture from the particular instructor that week. As we read, there will be personal responses that are due in for periodically. There's so many that have to be turned in depending on your reading level or what you've chosen to participate at. There are exams and an end of semester project, again, depending on what level. And Jeff's going to go into that in a little more detail.
There's 3 different levels that you can take Perspectives at. One of them is just called Key Reading. This is really kind of a personal enrichment level. You won't be evaluated. You won't have to answer any questions. I believe the only thing that that the Key Reading level is asked to do over and above doing your reading is maybe 2 or 3 of the personal responses, which is totally just a personal reflection write-up, little 1-page write-up to share about what the class has meant to you so far. But even with that, those are not really collected or graded or evaluated. It's really totally just for you to get as much as you can out of the attending the class and then doing the reading. Then you can also take Perspectives at the certificate level. This one does have some assignments that are associated with it. There's a little bit more accountability. You'll have a grader that you're assigned to that will be getting your, your weekly reviews. And then if you complete the class, you'll get a certificate of completion from Perspectives to just show that, you finished it at that workload, that work level. You can also take Perspectives for full college credit. Credit is offered through Trinity International University and a couple of other learning institutions that they will grant you full credit for that. And then you can work on, seeing if you could get it transferred into a degree program. Obviously, it's even more work than the certificate and the Key Reading.
Basically, all levels, the things that we have in common, every single level, whether you're doing Key Reading, certificate, or for college credit, you're going to do the study guide, follow along, do the reading assignments. It truly is a good average of 3 to 5 hours per week that you're spending reading, because it's, like Jeff said in the beginning, it is intense. It's heavy material. A lot of it's going to be very thought-provoking, so you're going to probably take some time reading it to really absorb it. It's really great material. And then you will attend class weekly, and that will be for 3 hours. There will also be the personal reflections that are 30 minutes each, and there's, I think, about 4 of them that are due.
No, I think 4 or 5, something like that, yeah.
And then if you're going to be a certificate or a credit level student, you're also, in addition to these first things, you're going to also complete a weekly lesson review. 30 minutes to an hour, it's going to have a variety of questions. Some of them will be short paragraphs, some will be just a short, like multiple choice or a short answer. Those you'll turn in to your grader to take care of. And then you do have a end of the semester research project. It's just really a great way for you to take all the things that you've kind of learned throughout the course and write them up and really think through how would you utilize this information to extend God's glory among the different nations of the earth. And that could look through a ministry project, or it could be a people group study. It could be several different things. So very, very helpful to actually take the material and put it to great practice and use. And then credit level students will also complete a midterm and final exam in addition to the previously mentioned things.